I'll be right back, Barbara. Hugs and blessings to you too. Okay. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Mina. How's everybody doing? What's going on tonight? Tonight we're going to do some embroidery stitches. I'm going to teach a couple. I teach between 2 and 3 new stitches every week. I missed last week. I had a procedure done and I was in no condition. But I'm back this week. Sherry Van, I'm happy to announce that you're one of my napkin swap partners. I need to go turn my fan on just a little tiny bit. It's that time of year where if I turn my fan on, I get cold, and if I turn it off, I suffocate. So I've got a sweater on. I'll wait till it actually gets like maybe 9:03, see if any people are gonna show up. Need to. I am just retracing my little patterns here. It's never too early to give a thumbs up. You're right, Mina. Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody who already did, and thank you for those who are going to. I try to, but sometimes I'm so excited to get into a room and see what somebody's doing, I totally forget. How's everybody doing tonight? Is anybody going to be in the balcony just watching? Are you doing some crafting? Barbara, I saw the short that you did that, or not the short, but the video that you did that you were doing a seahorse. And it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I have a thing for seahorses anyways. I'd like a seahorse that could be, like the seahorse is in the middle and then there's a platform on the bottom and a platform on the top that can hold a small candle or a tea light or something. You're going to have tacos. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Taco Tuesday. Tuesday tacos. Tuesday tacos. Hi, Pam. Hi, Teresa. No, I don't like unicorns. I mean, I like them, but it's not anything I have an affinity for or anything like that. Ooh, fried catfish. Yum. No, I'm not a unicorn or a Pegasus fan. I mean, they're pretty, don't get me wrong, they're pretty, but it's not anything I would rush to go out and buy. A seahorse, on the other hand. Now there's a little creature that I love. I just love that the eggs get fertilized inside the female seahorse, and then she transfers the eggs to the male in the male pouch, and then it's the male seahorse that gives birth. I just think that's absolutely fascinating. So, okay, first thing I would like to do is show everybody 3 weeks ago, what 3 weeks ago, let me do it like this, what 3 weeks ago looked like that I haven't finished yet. I haven't put the stitches down, and then 2 weeks ago was the stitch that gave me fits, and I finally got it down. So I did my little dragonfly and the little frame. And then this week, it's this image. And so this week, we're going to learn how to do a tassel flower. And we're going to learn how to do the buttonhole leaf pattern stitch. Okay, so those are the 2 stitches for tonight. Now, if Stacy were here, she would be laughing her foolish head off because in my live at 7 o'clock, when I was doing my prompt along, we started getting really silly, really girly silly, and I had a tassel and conversation got a little crazy. Martini Rini, hello. And the conversation got really, really crazy. And then now I'm doing another tassel. But that's what we're going to do. Whoops, I forgot to put the camera back. But that's what we're going to do tonight, is those 2 stitches. I'll give everybody just a few more minutes to get in here. And you love those flowers. Thank you, Mina. They're so easy to do. I know we all, excuse me, know how to do the satin stitch. I need to put something, a gloss or something, a chapstick. I think I ran out of chapstick. I need to put a gloss or something on my lips. My lips are very dry for some reason. Look at this weedy tiny little petroleum jelly glossy lip treatment I got from CVS. Look how little, teeny tiny it is. It fits on my 2 fingers. It's just this little tiny container. And it's the perfect size to travel with. Okay, so I'm going to undo this a little bit and move my pattern. Yeah, I need my thumb to hold. Well, no, I guess I'll be all set if I do it over here. No, I am. I'm going to get hung up on, yeah, I'm going to get hung up on the screw part of this thing. So I need to turn it to a different side. Oh, do 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 do. Do 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Thank you, Marty. Stacy made these for me. I have a situation where my anxiety and my panic attacks will cause my skin to crawl. I get this crawling itch all over my arms and my legs. And I have a tendency to, I don't know if you've ever noticed any of the scars on the tops of my hands, I have a tendency to scratch until I bleed. And Stacy thought that these would help protect my skin. And she made me a pair and she showed them to me, and I thought that was absolutely wonderful idea. So yeah, Stacy May made these for me and she gave them to me, and they have protected my arms several times now. And I love them. They're soft chenille like yarn. I love them. I absolutely love them. So, alrighty then, let's start with, yes, it was very sweet of her. Let's start with, oh, I think I need to bring down the camera a little bit so that I can be closer and show you stitches as I do them. That's the one I want right there. Makes you want to smack people? Ooh. Are there mitts to help with that? You know, I think they're called boxing gloves. Yeah, I think they're called boxing gloves. Okay, let's get some thread out. Let's tackle the leaf one first. Okay. What the heck? My scissors are way back here. GMTA? What's a GMTA? I don't think that's one I know. GMTA? Okay, yeah, that one's gonna be too short, so we'll just leave that one wound up. Great minds think alike. Oh, yes, you told me that once before. GMTA, great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. Okay, so for now, let's start with the green leaf. And I'm going to take the thread apart. Whee! Whee! Spinning, spinning, spinning. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got to go round. So does the spinning thread. Okay. uh, are they the blow up kind where you put your fist in the hole first and then you blow them up and your hands are stuck inside the mitts? Why do I keep yelling? I keep yelling. I don't have to yell. I don't know why I'm yelling. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Okay, so what we're going to do for the leaf pattern buttonhole, we're going to come from behind and go boo. No, we're going to take our needle, bring it up from the back, right about right at the center, and pull the thread through. We're going to hold onto the thread with our thumb. We're going to go back down to where A was, which is now going to be B, and come up at C. You measure your distance, usually maybe half an inch, 3/8 of an inch, half an inch. I believe it. I don't know why I keep yelling. I was yelling in my last stream too. I don't know why. Maybe because I have the fan on in the background and I think I have to talk louder or something. I don't know. But okay, so now you have your thread. You came up at C, you pulled your thread through taut, and you have this little line here, right there. Well, now you go back to B, which is just a little bit over from the B that you had before. There's a bee in your bonnet. You come back up to C, which is just a little bit over from the C you had before, holding your thread, making sure the thread is underneath the needle. Pull taut, and there's your second stitch. Now you're going to keep going from the center line, and what's going to happen is as you're doing this, you're going to come up with a little ridge all the way along your outline as you're doing your buttonhole and following your leaf pattern. So you're always going to come up from the center, but the length of your stitch is going to get longer or shorter depending on where you are on your leaf. Yes, Mina, you divide the thread. I'm sorry, I should have said that. Your phone takes liberties. You can call me sis. You can call me sis all you want. And yes, I did divide my thread and I have 3 strands. Now this is one of those stitches where if you're not real close with your stitches, you might get a space and have your fabric show in between your stitches. So you could probably get away with using 4 stitches. I mean 4 stitches, 4 threads, 4 strands of thread. But I'm just using 3. So here I am back at B in the center, and I'm going to make it just a little bit longer, going up the outline, just a little bit longer. Again, hold down the thread, go back in at B, just a little bit further up the center, and just a little bit longer still, till I get to the tip of the leaf. And then once I get to the tip of the leaf, the stitches will start getting shorter again. And it fills in your leaf. And back up to C, get longer stitch. Now when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you come up Oh, hubby's coming home for a little. Oh, that's awesome, Pam. I'm so happy to hear that. When you're doing this, you want to make sure that your outline, that your B is going, this stitch that goes down behind the fabric, the needle is on the line, and when you come up at C, back to the front of the fabric, you want to come to the outside of the outline, not the inside, because if you come to the inside of the outline, your line is going to show. So you want to come to the outside of the outline. Is everybody getting that? Does everybody understand that this time? You know, 2 weeks ago, it was kind of frustrating. We were trying to figure out if we were trying to tie tennis shoes or corsets. With the stitch we were doing. Kim, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I'm just going to go for just a couple of, just a few more strands here, just so that you can get the idea of it, and so you can see what the outcome is, even though I just showed you the outcome. Now, this particular stitch is a thread eater. It does the same thing almost on the back that it does on the front. So what happens is you're using twice the amount of thread as you would for just a stitch that follows an outline. So make sure you've got yourself a fairly long-ish, but not more than 30 inches of thread, because it will twist on you. That's just the nature of the stitch. Now, my thread is getting too short to take another stitch, so in order to stop the stitch and start again with a new thread, where you came up at C, go to the outside of the loop that you create and just go down to the back of the fabric. And here you don't even need to tie a knot. You just weave your fabric, you weave your needle underneath your threads, pull taut, cut your thread. Don't even have to make a knot with this one. All right, now, where did the other thread go? Got caught somewhere, I'm sure. I had two of them. I had two. I don't know where it went. Oh, yoo-hoo! Mr. Piece of Thread. Are you on the float? Maybe it's on the float on the other side. I'll just grab some more. I have plenty. Yes, I have 3 of these boxes. These boxes that hold all your floss, your wound floss. I have 3 of these boxes, and the third one is almost full. So I have enough floss, embroidery floss to, oh, there it is, hanging off my sweater. There we go. So and then to start it back up again, to start this particular stitch back up again in the middle, Kim, what I'm doing right now is called the buttonhole leaf pattern stitch. So what you want to do is you're going to come up from the same place you went down to secure your thread. You're going to come up in the same place. And again, just hold your thread with your thumb and make sure that when you go down at B and up at C, that C is on the outside of the outline, but the thread is underneath the needle, and pull taut. And that's how you change your thread. And you keep going until your leaf is done. Now, to do this on the other side, you would think would be difficult, but it's not. Do that again. Do which part again? Do which part again, Marty? Or are you just funning with me? Not 25 feet, 30 inches. And then you actually, when you get done, it probably will be 25 feet. Because it's a thread eater. Really is a thread eater. Adding the thread after you run out. Okay. So, let's see. I went, okay, let me cut it and we'll do it again. Tie a knot in the thread. You come up where you left off at the tip, at the outline. You come up on the outside of the outline. Hold your thread out of the way. Go down at B and up at the same place, up at C on the outside of the outline, and you have your loop again. Your thread is underneath and it starts off with your loop. Just like that. So now, doing the other side, all I did was, what did I do? Hold on a second. Doing the other side. Oh, yes. I held my thread and I still worked from right to left. And it works just the same exact way. Of course, I'm making my threads spread apart just a little bit more because I want you to see the actual pattern. Am I yelling again? Hey, voice twin, how are you? Okay, so that was the buttonhole leaf pattern stitch. Now the fun one. Let me put this green away. Now we're going to learn how to do the tassel flower. So let me gather up some floss. We don't separate it. Put the two ends together. You've made a loop. Bring your two ends together. Bring your two ends together. And bring your two ends together. And boy, that looks really small, and you'd think it would be, but that makes some really long fringe. So now, whoops, I put my green away and I should have left it out. So now we thread our needle. Whoops, thought I had it. There we go. Not the end, like I most always forget to do. When you do the other side, are you stitching exactly on the stem line? You are stitching as if you would a satin stitch, right in the same exact hole as the previous stitch for the other side. So if you came up at the center line, you're going to come up at the center line again, and it will actually make a vein go through your leaf. When you're all done, you'll see where the stitches come together will create an interlock like this, and you'll see the vein. This part right here will go all the way up the leaf. So you want your stitches to connect, just like this, Mina. No, it doesn't. If it does, it's because you're pulling too tight. You want to pull taut, but not tight. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, so we want to tie off the middle of the loops that we just made. Just with an overhand knot is fine. You want to gather up both ends. cut your tail off. I'm sorry. There you go. Cut your tail off. Gather up both your ends in the middle where you folded it. Lay it down on your fabric, and you're just going to hold it in place. Whee! There we go. You're going to hold it in place, and you're going to start doing a satin stitch across from left to right or right to left, whichever hand you're working with. And you're going to go down on one side and up on the other and down on the other side again. And you're going to create a satin stitch, and your satin stitch is going to be puffy because it's got the end of the tassel underneath it. So you come up on the side again. Sorry, everybody, didn't mean to make you seasick. And go down on the first side. And as you see, it starts to create that little green part on the bottom of the plant. I don't know what that's called, but the green part where the petals come out from. I can't see. There we go. And you just keep working down until you get the very end covered and you see no more of your flower color. So in this case, I used yellow, so I'm going to keep going back and forth in a satin stitch until the yellow is completely covered. And as much as I hate the satin stitch because it's my nemesis, it just never wants to be straight for me, I actually really like making these tassels. Just like that. Now, you're on the back side of your fabric. You bring your needle underneath your threads without piercing the fabric and weave twice, which will secure your thread. Cut your tail, and then you come back to the front. Sorry, didn't mean to make you seasick again. You come back to the front and you cut the loops of your flower. Hopefully you have some scissors that actually work. And then you take your needle or a pin and you fray your thread. Just like that. What Mina said. Yes, that thing. Yes, it makes a little valley. And then that's how you make your little flower. And you can go in and give it a haircut if you want your petals to be shorter. If you want your petals to be longer, then you have to take it all out and start again because you can't add on to it. And there's your little flower. And it's a little dandelion, yes. Or a devil's paintbrush. Can be either one. And those are the 2 stitches, and I think I already showed you, but I'll show you again. This is the image. There you go. I actually used a yellow that had a little gold fiber in it. So I did the stem stitch along the stems of the flower. And I did the tassel flower for my flower, obviously. And see what I mean, Mina? It just makes the vein of the leaf go all the way apart. And if you don't pull your stitches too tight, it just creates a vein. It doesn't separate your stitches. And because you're doing the buttonhole stitch in a leaf pattern, it creates the outline of the leaf so that you don't have to go back in and put an outline on it. It does it automatically all in the same stitch. And I'll show everybody again 2 weeks ago pattern. I don't know if it's blurry or not. With the 2 stitches that gave me fits. Woo! Those stitches were actually easy enough ones to tutorialize. Is there anything, the one you won't be doing? Why? Thank you. Thank you. Why won't you be doing it, Marty? It's so simple. Or are you talking about the dragonfly one, the one that you won't be doing? Like I said, I had fits and then I got it. And once it sunk in and I was like, oh, why was I having such a hard time? This is so easy. Well, it's only easy once you get it. It takes a while for it to sink in. Once it sunk in, it was like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah, the dragonfly one. And that was our stitch tutorial for the evening. Does anybody want to see my little Temu haul? Yeah, today's was simple, wasn't it? The Tweedle 3? What's the Tweedle 3? You want to see my little haul? It's not very big. Okay. I got these little spoony doos. One place they're called ear spoons, and another place they called snuff spoons. But I got them to go in my mica powders because I didn't want to dump my mica powders, and anything else I had, a spoon was too big. So I got these. Of course you want to see my haul. What are you sad about, Jen? So I got these for my mica powders. Oh, Jen, Steffi, and Zena. Okay, then I got these little disposable lip thingies for blending small areas with my chalk pastels, because I only have the big makeup brushes, but sometimes you have small little areas. So I got these little lip brushes, little lip sponges rather. I got them on Temu. They come like this. Hold on, I'll show you. They come like this with the spoon on the inside. And they have a little thread that comes with it that goes through the little hole. Oops, sorry. It has a little thread in it that goes through the hole. So you can wear it around your wrist or whatever because it's a snuff spoon. But I'm using it for my mica powders, and I got it on Temu. And you get 5 of them. I thought I got gypped out of one because there was 3 in one bag and only 2 in the other. But I didn't. I only ordered 5. It comes 5, 3 in one bag, 2 in another. And so, yeah, I get it for my makeup powders because you only need very, very little sometimes. And so I got these little brushy lip thingies to go with my pastels because sometimes you need just a little tiny bit in a small area. And look at how easily that just makes a small little area. I don't know how many pastels I have. There's how many in the box? It doesn't say how many's in the box. But there's 50 of them in here. So I think I have one for each color. So we got that. And then, yeah, I guess that's what it's for. I don't know. It comes from China, so I don't know if cocaine is legal down there or snuff or whatever, but then I got this little thing to put a tea light in to melt my wax for my sealing wax stuff. I put my little spoon in that hole and the flame melts the wax. So I have this little oven. I got this little oven. And then I got all these cutters of wax. Oh, I could use a couple of wax spoons. I only have the one. I have to clean it out every time I want to put a new color in it. So I got all of these colors. They didn't have, they were out of black and white when I ordered it, and I just saw that they had white, but I can't spend any money next month because it's going towards an Afghan kit that I want to get. It's done with a hexagonal granny square that also has some three-dimensional crocheted flowers on it. So that's where my money's going next month. And then this is a silicone pad so that you can set your spoon down and not burn your surface. So I can set my spoon down on here while this is burning. And I'm melting my beautiful wax colors. And I got one more thing. It's the cutest little thing I ever saw in my entire life. Hang on a second. Oh, I got more than one thing. I got 3 more things. No, I only got one thing. I got that before. I got this little doily die cut. It's just a little eeny weeny baby one. Look at that. It just goes right on my fingers. Compared to the others that are like this big. This is a little eeny weeny baby one. It's the cutest little die cut, doily die cut I ever saw. And I got my alphabets. And those are actually really, really small alphabets. They came out so weety tiny, which is good for when I'm doing mixed media and I need to put random letters as a prompt, but oh my goodness. And then I got this beautiful flourish. It's gorgeous. And it's not many different items, but it's a lot because I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different waxes to go with my calligraphy set. A cluster-sized doily. Yes, Marty, that is exactly correct. And I wanted all these different colors because I found out that I can use the wax in my silicone molds. And it doesn't hurt my silicone molds. And I can make some really beautiful flowers. I got them to go with my ouch. See, I got some wax in there. It's my calligraphy pen. See, I made some flowers. This one is a white one. It's a snowdrop that's made with wax, sealing wax, and my silicone mold. And then this one is a pansy. Oops, upside down. This one is a pansy. I did that again with the sealing wax and my silicone mold. So not only can I make wax seals with my sealing wax, I can make flowers and Christmas stockings and Christmas trees and snowflakes and leaves and all kind of whatever molds I have. I can make all kinds of stuff. I think this is a sweet pea. I'm not sure. But I made it pink. I should have made the leaf on it green, but I didn't realize that was a leaf until after I took it out of the mold because I didn't know what the flower was. Isn't this a great calligraphy box? I gotta get a little hammer and pound the nails back in on the hinges because they're starting to come out. So, yep, that's what I got all these waxes for, was for those sealing wax. So that was my tiny little haul from Temu. And that's all I have for this evening. The stitches were really easy to teach, and I did my haul, and I'm done. I don't want to be done. I don't know what else to do. Oh, and I forgot. I got these two markers to emboss the seals to make the raised area either silver or gold. So I can emboss the seals with that. And I got this tiny little bee. It's a felting. It's a bee that you felt, only there's no instructions. They got a little square box that you have to scan with your phone to be able to get to the video that gives the instructions. How foolish is that? So I got to go back to the site and watch the video. Well, you're welcome, Marty, and thank you, everybody that showed up and made this an interesting evening. Thank you for stitching along with me. Thank you for the people who are going to watch this a little later. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all the thumbs ups, everybody's. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Just want to say good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. 'Tis a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again, adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night. Beth Schuler's video, yes, she has some good ones. And Lori, Paint Girly, Lori said that she would help me out too, because she does felting too. So she said she would help me out. So I have two people that can help me out with the felting. So good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. Good night for now. Meow.